Hey guys, welcome to the weekly tarot forecast for the Numinous week beginning September the 15th. I'm Lindsay Mack, and the card that I've pulled for us this week is 10 of Crystals or Pentacles reversed. So this is a review week. You know, we've been rolling through some pretty amazing Virgo energy. We've been rolling through some really amazing ascension energy, transformation energy. There have been a lot of really big, bombastic, potential-filled cards and astrological transits and energetic transits that we've all been in, individually and collectively. And 10 of Crystals or Pentacles, reversed or not, is no different. It's just as big. However, the reversal usually indicates that there's a review needed. And just to repeat something that I've definitely said before, but bears repeating, Pentacles are absolutely in no way, shape, or form relegated just to money. There is so much more to them. I'm not trying to soften it, but this may not even touch your financials, so don't leap to that. It's so beyond that. Even if it did touch your financials, it's not that simple. It really has to do with how open we are, how open we are to receiving. Are we moving through a really necessary contraction period before we can kind of level up and invite more abundance in? It's not as cut and dried as I think some people fear that it is, if that makes sense. So 10 of Pentacles, right side up, is a harvest. It means that we're bringing something in, we're reaping something, something is coming to fruition and kind of manifesting for us. The reversal is kind of like you're expecting a transaction to, I mean, of course I'm using a money metaphor, but it's like when you're expecting a transaction to hit your account and it's like delayed a couple days, and there's nothing wrong, it's there. It's not going to bounce. It's just not here yet. So the 2 of Pentacles, sorry, 10. I don't know how many times I've said 2, but I meant 10. 10 of Pentacles reversed is an indication of 2 things. Support systems needed, greater support systems needed, and patience needed around the divine timing of things. Divine timing is everything this year. It's everything right now. Nothing is an accident. Certain things that we're expecting to come on a certain timeline may or may not be coming on the timeline we're expecting, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be okay, or that certain things aren't going to happen in order to provide us with an understanding or a deeper wisdom gained in the waiting period. Like, it's all good. But they're usually, before we're harvesting something, there's something to understand. Perhaps our expectations are not quite in line with what's wanting to come through to us. That's a really big piece that can have to do with 10 of Pentacles reversed. But the main thing is support, because 10 of Pentacles is like giving birth. You want to have support around you. Doulas, partner, maybe friends or your parent, you know, whatever you dig in your birth experience. It's all about having people around you to support this birth. And if you don't have that, or if there aren't those systems in place, it may be a matter of really acknowledging it. Like, wow, you know, I don't feel like there's that kind of tight circle around me. Maybe I need to sort of get out more and, you know, just check in. You know, maybe I need to share this more. Maybe I need to ask. Maybe there are people around me who want to support me and they just kind of don't even know what's going on with me because I'm not really communicating with them. It's just a matter of really gently checking out why that sort of quote unquote hold on the deposit is happening. And it's not because we're fucking up. Sorry to people who don't like my cursing. I do curse. I'm going to try my best, but it does happen. You can be a spiritual person and curse. I promise you. If you like my work, then you know that it's possible. But it's not because you're messing up. Sorry for the slip. I'll do my best. Not because you're messing up. Not because there's anything wrong. Not because you're being punished. It really has to do quite simply with a lesson a kind of recentering or tweaking that needs to be done before whatever wants to come through can come through. And quite frankly, this isn't a surprise to me, because even though we may technically be out of the shadow of Mercury retrograde, I'm not quite certain on that, and I apologize for not knowing that concretely, but I am someone who's very affected by the shadow period of any retrograde more than I am the retrograde. So this is also something in the kind of calibration after a retrograde, in preparation for this new moon next week, in preparation for the equinox. Like, we're kind of changing shape here a little bit, seasonally and energetically. So we just want to make sure all of our ducks are in a row, and we have kind of what we need in order to feel full, because the Pentacles suit has to do with the body. It has to do with the earthly experience. It has to do with the human, the soul in a human body, what it is to live spiritually in a material world. So if our spiritual and energetic and heart-centered care is not set up, then we're totally going to be asked to recenter it this week. And I encourage you to embrace it. And I say this with a lot of love, but not get too emotional about it or in the story of it. Like, I don't have anyone, or if I just had this person, everything would be okay. Because, you know, that may not be true. It might be true, but it might not be true. So just move into what you need, regardless of anyone else. Because even if you don't have that support around you, it's less about the support and more about asking for it. Identifying that you could allow people in more, perhaps. So just check it out and see what you find. And by the way, any reversal, it's very easy to flip it right side up. So that's kind of the idea here, is that we want to check things out in order to flip the Ten of Pentacles right side up, so that what wants to come through can come through in good time. So I hope that serves you, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.